So my question was, give me one sec. I was wondering how one is meant to correctly apply or draw the octants or quadrants on a cluster of new day opening gaps or new week opening gaps when they're all kind of like sloppily like overlaid with RTH opening range gaps. Because I find myself having trouble, there's so many lines on my chart, and I use the object tree, but I kind of have trouble figuring out where exactly to focus on when they're kind of all overlaid with each other. So if you could give me any guidance on that, I'd love to hear it.
By chance, just taking a stab in the dark with this, by chance, did you happen to listen to the last trader roundup we talked about this very thing?
Oh, if you did, then I should go back and take notes. I don't want to waste people's time.
There you go. But I'll briefly tell you that way. It's for completeness sake, because I like to be a purist, and there may be lots of new people here, and they're not going to maybe know exactly where to find it, and they don't want to go to the right 1 minute mark or whatever it is. Last time we talked about this, we had another person come up, and I think if I'm not mistaken, there was two people in the same trader roundup had kind of like the same idea. But what I like to do, and I quoted when we were around February March time period, going into March, where we had the daily chart. Everything was just sharing the previous daily range, and everything happened to like converge at the same place. All kinds of gaps were sharing the same portion of the range. And whenever you have that type of thing, because it's not gonna be the last time it happens. Eventually we're going to enter a period where there's consolidation, and we're going to have this problem. So what I do, and this is what I've done in the past, is I take the highest high of everything I'm looking at in terms of the range. If it's new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps, opening range gaps, whatever it is, I get the highest high and the lowest low. And I do the octants and quadrants across that. And that what that does is it's giving me all those PD arrays I would have used anyway, but it gives me the furthest extreme, all the key levels in between, and I'm just going to focus there. It completely streamlines everything, and it doesn't have to have all these things on your chart. It just gives you the very specific levels that all of that range would encapsulate anyway. And it'll serve you well by doing that.
Okay. All right, great. I really appreciate that. You answered it very quickly and easily. So